a little tube like this. And the other 50 cents. I'll slowly remove cards from the top in pairs like that, from the top of the pack. Now, at any point in time, when I have a pair of cards in my left hand, I want you to call stop.
Stop.
At this point.
Yeah.
In other words, you could have stopped here, but you elected to stop here. Is that correct? Now, we'll lay those two cards aside, and I'll give you a second choice. In other words, I'll remove the cards again in pairs. At some point in time, you call stop.
Stop.
This pair.
Yes.
You're happy with this pair and not the one on the table. Is that correct? All right. You've chosen at random 4 cards. Let's check your luck today. There's the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, and the ace of diamonds. This mystic feat I now perform with solid steel in rounded form, a quaint and curious mystery from an oriental shore. Both rings solid, disconnected, doing things so unexpected, suddenly intersected. Different from before, these 2 rings and nothing more. And when it comes that I perchance to look upon this happenstance, how rings can link in just a wink when separate before, I wonder then in my confusion if perhaps it was an illusion. Could it be then my delusion? I admit I'm never sure. Perhaps imagination, nothing more. And now I hear a gentle tapping, or perhaps an eerie rapping, or even maybe a steely snapping, a sound we've heard before. Again the rings are intertwined, a deep dark mystery for the mind. But just as easily we find they separate once more like rings of smoke. They melt apart. How strange, these rings of yore. And now we take a ring so plain. We add to it one again. 2 rings so simple, so elegant and more. And now without another word they take flight, much like a bird, emitting sounds we've never heard as they link mid-air once more. And for those of you with dispositions that lend themselves to great suspicions, these rings too assemble in the same way as before, but just as quickly they reverse, as if under ancient curse the rings themselves start to disperse until all is as it was before, except for this chain of 4.